Hello everyone and welcome to this very special video. I'm Dr. Lori Langdon, board certified pediatrician and mother to 6, including this one, Sarah, who's 17 years old. Very grateful for her joining us today. You know, I have long been talking about this crisis of mental health in adolescents in America, both depression and anxiety. We're seeing soaring numbers these days, so much so that the American Academy of Pediatrics has declared this an emergency, a real crisis. And so it was awesome of Sarah to agree to talk with me today. She has recently been suffering with some depression. And so we're going to ask a few specific questions that I hope will help other teens and particularly parents, is who this video is geared towards. So we've come up together with a few questions I'm going to ask, and she has full permission to share everything. The first thing I was going to ask you, Sarah, was, do you think it helped for you to get officially diagnosed with depression?
It definitely helped, because for a long time, even now, I still gaslight myself into thinking I'm not depressed. I'm just stupid, lazy, not good at controlling myself, not being positive as I should be. So yes, it was extremely validating and encouraging to be officially diagnosed by a psychiatrist.
Very good. How long ago was that? I'm trying to remember.
I know. 2 months.
Okay, so has it only been 2 months? Wow. So we started out, of course, with seeing a counselor who is excellent. But Sarah wasn't really experiencing a lot of improvement in her symptoms, despite the excellent counselor, and Sarah was trying to do all the things she was teaching her how to do and strategies, and that's extremely important. But Sarah realized, we might need a little bit more than that, so then she was evaluated by a psychiatrist. Okay, now a lot of parents, I know before Sarah, I didn't understand. You want to show me your hairdo? I didn't understand her hairdo and how other kids do this and what it means. And it can mean different things for different teens, obviously. But Sarah, try to explain to us exactly what your current hairdo means.
Well, for one thing, I hate who I am as a person a lot, and basically everything about myself. But one thing I don't hate is my outward appearance, if I can change it and make it look good. And I can't control the world or anything that's happening or my own mind. So it's nice to be able to control my hair and how I look, because I can make it be how I want it to be. And it's really the only thing I can truly control.
Okay, I told you these were real answers and some of them are sad, but we're just going to be real and let Sarah share her feelings tonight. And so one of the things that's been really hard for me is, of course, I want to encourage her and all the kids. And so I will tell her as she's been going through this, but you do understand, honey, it's so important that you know how much I love you. You know that Daddy loves you, your siblings love you, your grandparents love you. So tell me about how that feels when I'm trying to encourage you.
My depression makes me feel like everyone hates me and they should hate me, and I don't deserve love at all. And even though I know intellectually that they do love me, and even though they remind me, it doesn't really help because it's not what I feel. It's like if someone is colorblind and you tell them that grass is green, they know that grass is green, but they can't see it themselves. I know people love me, but I can't see it. And them saying it almost makes me feel like I'm crazy, because I should feel it and I should be able to know that it is in my heart, and I can't. And that's why I'm depressed, and it's my own fault, and I should be able to, but I can't.
I told you this was hard to hear. Whew, okay, so I also get frustrated because Sarah, before the depression, was an extremely logical kid. Like, we would joke that she was Spock from Star Trek because she could just reason through stuff, super disciplined, super logical. So one of the strategies she's been learning in therapy is when your inner voice tells you something bad, like evidently it's doing loud and clear and screaming at you, I'm worthless, I'm useless, I'm not worthy of love. Why don't you argue with it? So she's learning in counseling, to speak truth back to those inner voices that are telling you lies. So tell me about that. Why can't? Because I get frustrated and say, tell that stupid inner voice to just shut up and quit telling you you're worthless. So explain that.
It's like my mind is a house, and the depression is in the living room constantly screaming. Usually I can stay in my room and I can ignore it. That's like when I'm watching stuff or listening to music or just distracting myself. If I want to go and try to confront those thoughts and push back against them, I have to go in the room and be right next to the depression screaming at me, and it's very hard. And it feels like the depression is saying what's true. I feel like I'm the one that's wrong. The depression is right. So why am I trying to argue against the truth? And it's very hard to do.
Okay.
It's easier to ignore it than to try to face it.
Right, okay, and we wanted to end this video today. We're a little bit crooked, I'm seeing now on that screen. Oh well. We wanted to end this video today with slightly more uplifting, hopefully, ending, because that's been kind of heavy stuff here. So Sarah, could you explain to us some of your coping mechanisms?
Probably one of my most often used coping mechanisms is listening to music because, like I said, it helps to distract myself from my thoughts and everything. And sometimes I like to watch a show, specifically one that I've watched before and that's encouraging, and I can kind of get my mind off it, and it makes me a little bit happier. And on my really bad days, sometimes the only thing I want to do is sleep, and that's because I feel like my thoughts are constantly buzzing in my head. I can't ever make them be quiet except when I'm asleep. That's the only true escape. And sometimes I just feel I'll explode if I don't escape and take a nap or something. And that could be one reason your kid that has depression or maybe anxiety sleeps a lot, and it's not because they're lazy or just worthless or anything. It's just because they can't take what's going on in their head. They can't deal with it, so they need to escape it.
That makes a lot of sense. So sleep, music, comfortable shows. How about outdoors or pets or?
Pets help too, yeah.
Okay, good. Alrighty. Okay, well, we promised this would be real, and we're going to keep it brief. So we're going to close this video for today, but if I'm very fortunate, maybe she'll join me in the future for some additional questions. I hope you guys found this helpful.